expectations. David, back to you.
Yeah. No, we were talking about that at the top of the show, of course. One of the key questions for the week, as well as you point out, Bob, whether Shanghai does start to open up. All right, before we head to break, let's give you a quick look at the bond market, do the bond report. How treasuries are faring this morning, you ask? Well, yields are right there. 2.875 on the 10, a little over 3 on the 30-year bond. As Jim said, sort of not figuring as prominently perhaps in trading today.
Overdone.
Yeah, overdone. Okay, we'll be right back.
The Bond Report is brought to you by PIMCO, a global leader in active fixed income.
There's something about when you get up early, prep the plane, and you take off, and you get that first light of day. And the air is crystal smooth. You can see forever. You have to have the right aircraft for the right flight with the right crew up front. Only NetJets can do this. The flight dissolves into the background. It should just be the here and now.
We need a small business loan fast.
I got this.
Loan cannon!
There's a better way to get a fast small business loan. Go to ondeck.com, and if approved, get your funds as soon as the same day. Your loan is on deck.
Small business owners know they've got to be prepared for anything. And when you use Constant Contact, prepare accordingly. Let's send this. Let's sell this. Let's win this. With email marketing and more to drive your business forward. Try it free at ConstantContact.com.
Selling a home is expensive and stressful, so we created our Smart Seller system to sell your home for top dollar and save you thousands in commissions.
I was amazed in the fact that my house sold in one day. Ideal agents saved me in the neighborhood of $20,000 to $25,000 in commissions. The process was as easy as it gets. They are the #1 way to sell your house.
Our service is free, available nationwide, and there's zero obligation. Call us today or visit idealagent.com.
That thought you had, I'm so glad you were the one in the room with me.
When companies work human, people stay. Through anything.
Hey, good job.
Because without the human, it's just work.
What if you could use retirement accounts to invest in crypto? With iTrust Capital, you can. iTrust Capital allows you to invest in your favorite crypto assets 24/7 with the tax benefits of an IRA. So instead of paying taxes on your crypto gains every year, you can defer taxes till you retire using an iTrust IRA. Or with an iTrust Roth IRA, you can withdraw tax-free at retirement because you're in this for the long haul. Start investing today at iTrustCapital.com.
We're not a political show. We're a newscast. We have resources all over the world. Heightened alert for American troops. This is a place for the news.
The facts, the truth, the news with Shepard Smith. Weeknights 7 and midnight Eastern, CNBC.
There it is, S&P gainers. You can see, of course, commodity related.
Ag and oil.
Yep, ag and oil. Oxy up another 4.7%. Good days for Vicky Hollop. All right, we're back after this.
What if you were a global energy company with operations in Scotland, technologists in India, and customers all on different systems? You need to pull it together. So you call in IBM and Red Hat to create an open hybrid cloud platform. Now data is available anywhere securely. And your digital transformation is helping find new ways to unlock energy around the world. Let's create a hybrid cloud that can change an industry. IBM, let's create.
New projects means new project managers. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/hire and get started today.
Interested in digital currencies but not sure where to start? GDLC is an efficient way to get exposure to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the other largest digital currencies right from your brokerage account. Find symbol GDLC or visit grayscale.com to learn more.
If you invest in the S&P 500, your portfolio may be too concentrated in big companies. This can leave it imbalanced and exposed when performance varies. Invesco's S&P 500 Equal Weight ETF RSP is spread equally across the S&P 500, which reduces potential concentration risk and helps keep your portfolio in balance. Stay in balance with Invesco's RSP. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
CNBC's Disruptor 50, celebrating a decade of disruption. Which company will top the 10th annual list of private innovators? The 2022 list revealed. Coverage online and on air begins tomorrow in Squawk Box.
You have a full-time job and commitments to keep. You're also determined to advance your career. Welcome to Coursera, career accelerating degrees online from the world's best universities for today's busy lives.
I just wanted my kids to know that you don't ever stop.
Get a high-quality degree 100% online, often for as little as half the cost.
It's allowed me to end up in a position that I was only really dreaming of.
Join Coursera for free at Coursera.org and try a degree course today. Coursera, your course to success.
When you've got a health concern, there's searching the internet and there's science. There's surprise bills and there's knowing what you're going to pay. There's a lab test on your own schedule from home. There's physician-reviewed results you can understand. Everlywell, demand better for your body.
I recently purchased the Everlywell food sensitivity test. Turns out I am really sensitive to dairy. So since eliminating dairy from my diet, I feel so much better. I definitely recommend it.
Welcome back. Time to turn to Jim, ask him what is going on in the big show tonight.
Right. So we have Leon Tupalian, the CEO of Nucor, talking about that overhead door acquisition. It's a bit out of character. And then we have Massimo, a company that makes blood pressure. You remember you put it on to see if you have 90 during COVID. They bought a company that is well out of whack, too, which is audio equipment, including the head Marantz, which was the kind of stereo equipment.
I remember Marantz when I was growing up.
Yeah, so we're going to have to find these two companies changing stripes. Who knows whether the stripes are right to change. Good morning. Good to see you.
You too, my friend.
Thank you.
Too. I'll be out on assignment for the next couple of days. I will miss you.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Then I'll be back.
Oh, good.
And then I'm not going anywhere ever again.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
All right, still to come right here. Eli Lilly CEO David Ricks, stock among
an important diabetes drug.
Yeah, important diabetes drug. Supply chain issues as well. We'll talk to him about that. Keep it here.
The pursuit is on. The pursuit of outperformance at PGIM, with deep expertise to outthink across multiple asset classes, actively managing investments in the world's public and private markets. Outscale, with the resources to serve 1,500 clients in 52 countries. And outlast, with long-term conviction that looks beyond today's volatility. Join the pursuit of outperformance at PGIM, the investment management business of Prudential.
A Hall of Fame swing. Like Capital Group's new ETFs, there's so much behind it. A lifetime of experience. Honing your skills, dealing with curveballs, and having a whole team behind you. Introducing actively managed ETFs powered by Capital Group. Can I find an ETF with a whole lot behind it? With Capital Group, I can.
Come and ride through tales untold. Watch as stories unfold. Come and see treasures yet unseen. And feel a welcome you've never felt. Welcome to a journey you've never imagined. Welcome to Arabia, Saudi.
Tommy John's latest innovation is here. Introducing Hammock Pouch Underwear. A lightweight interior hammock provides superior daily support to nestle you in insanely soft comfort. It works by eliminating the swing and cling that causes chafe while allowing for breathable, sweat-free relief. Check out our 5-star reviews online right now. Because here's the rub. With hammock pouch underwear,
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? This is your boy Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning. And I have no idea what is going on here with everything. I am over here trying to get... Oh, it's asking for some feedback on my Masari clicker here. Why are Mondays always like this? Mondays are always like this. No thanks. We're going to go ahead and get rid of you. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you on that. Okay, now we are here. We are here. We are here. Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? This is your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning. We're here every single day, live, 9 a.m., Monday through Friday, and we are here to look at the market in threes. That's the whole point, right? What do we mean by threes? Well, the first time we look at the market from a technical perspective in our section called Long Sum, Short Sum, where we use technical analysis to look at the charts. The second one is our daily topics. That's the news cycle of the day, what we're looking at in the market that may affect it from a news perspective. And last but not least, we can look at it from a Christ perspective, a biblical perspective, if you say. Because that's the most important thing. We try to look at the world from a biblical perspective. As you come here, we just, how do you say? We want to grow. We want to grow spiritually with Christ. We want to grow financially, right? I mean, that's why we're here. That's why we invest. So hopefully you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Wasn't too much price action this weekend. I did make couple longs on GRT, and we're going to go into that because you guys know that this week is turned $1 into $5. That is this week, okay? So we're going to look at that, and we're going to go down and looking through some charts today to see what trades I can find. Right now, a short is coming in. I did not put the short in on XLM and some other stuff. I want to see how this market really opens this morning because I'm a little... I got some targets at the low end. And if so, we're going to see if I have to short this thing down to oblivion or not. Besides that, let's talk about today's topics before I go into long sum, short sum. It is May 16th, Monday. And today we're going to talk about Sam Bankman. If you guys know, that is the CEO of XTF or FXT, FTX, FXT of the exchange. He says, listen to this. He says, Bitcoin has no future. And we're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about the IMF making some changes to the weighting of the dollar and the Chinese yuan. Then we're going to have a DeFi thread about the consequences outside of Terra after the collapse over last week. And then where are those projects that were Terra NFTs? Where did they go? Where are they going? Where do they plan on migrating to? And we're going to talk about that as well. Okay, so I'm glad you guys are here. You know, if you get here, like, subscribe, do the social media thing. You know, goal is to get 10 likes per show. That keeps the algorithm rolling. Don't forget, we are also, don't ask for sponsorships or anything like that. We're not sponsored. But if you want to help the channel out, wrote a book called Learning to Love in the Wilderness, a 40-day journey of discovery and learning to love myself by accepting the love of Jesus. You can just go Google that, Christian Israel. And if you want a copy, I'll just give you one, to be honest with you. I really, these were published and made to be put in prisons and anybody in a physical or emotional or spiritual prison of some sort. Or you're just in the wilderness, or feel like you're a slave to something. This has a lot to do with healing that I am still going through, but this is the start of my healing. This is my testimony. And if you want to help the channel out, this is a great way to do it, or buy it and give it to somebody. So when I met my wife, the first thing I did was give her this book. She read it in a day and a half, and now we're married. It's true, it's honest, it's deep, and it's just connecting with Christ. And that's the point. So thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate you. You can also make sure you follow me on different social medias. Social media, TikTok, all that. But really, we're on Audible, Google Play, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Anchor, wherever you can find some podcasts. That's where we are. And with that said, guys, I think it is time to go ahead and get into long sum, short sum, and get this party going. Happy Monday. Let's get it popping. What's going on, everybody? How are you doing today? Happy Monday to you. Today is Monday, May 16th, and I am your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Long Sum, Short Sum. This is actually the first section of our morning podcast called Christ and Crypto in the Morning, and this is the section where we go over market analysis from a technical perspective every single day. And here's something different. Today, I am actually starting. First, welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad you tuned in today. Today, guys, I am actually going to start a process called $1 to $5 this week. And so today I'll be looking for trades, and I'm going to begin to update you on these trades and see what we can do. And that's the goal, to see if we can find some hidden gems in there for $1 to $5 this week. I don't know why my countdown is on the big screen. I just saw that. Let me take the countdown off because we're here longer than 10 minutes. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in to see what's going on in the markets. Right now, Bitcoin's at $29,639. Getting there. Ethereum's just at 2,000 right now. So we're going to see if we have a Monday pump or not. BNB, 295. XRP, 41 cents. Cardano at 55 cents. Solana at $53. Polkadot at 10.56, Doge at 88.7 cents, and Avalanche at 32.72. So we have been diving into some of these charts today, and I am looking to see if things flip and go crazy bullish this morning, or if they run. So one of the things I've been looking at is Robinhood specifically. This is not a trade that I have made for my 1 to 5. This is the trade I send out. And I've been looking at Robinhood. We entered the short at 1060 and we're at 1044. So I want to see if the crypto market pushes down today. So this is kind of, we're watching that, as well as Coinbase. Something else we really want to watch to see if this plays out or not. We're at resistance. We got a gap down here we might feel. So the question is crypto and tech going to roll over and come down, or is this going to fire up? So let's go ahead and go to some charts and see. First chart we want to look at, for me personally, let's check out this XRP chart, okay? Because this is what we want to watch. These are the trades that I am trying to take. And this is what I'm looking at. So we had some craziness happen over the week. Last week, big dump on down. And now we've come up, we've created our first high here. And now we have our first low. And so now we can see if we are getting up out of this position. Yes, we did have this movement here, our top to bottom, okay? And when we do that and we lie it over, you don't get much. We're under the 1-to-1. That's not what we're measuring, so that's not where I'm at. This is what we're measuring right now, right off to 236, looking to see what happens when we come back.
Sorry, could you say that?
Sorry, Siri. Looking to see what happens when we get back to 42 flat here. Now, here's my thought process, guys. Now, this is just on an hourly, okay? We're running into our momentum indicator, so we'll see how we react here. The hour just opened, so we got about 50 minutes left in this hour to see what happens. Yeah, we got a nice pump of green, and let's see, because we did break, so I'm expecting some kind of back test. We will see how that goes. Now, what am I looking for on the long scale? Okay, this is our weekly time frame. Our weekly time frame specifically for XRP. Oh, look at that arrow there. okay? That means we're looking way back, trying to see it from a bigger perspective. Our concern here is that we broke 47.5, and when that happened last week, okay, we came all the way down to 30 cents, 33 cents. Now, that did not come and touch exactly 30 cents, which would be a perfect back test. However, it did clear for me, and I'm going to show you this back test right here. I'm going to take this and bring this down to 30 where I want it to be. Where are you at? Right here. That's it, right? No, that's 25. Trying to look for it. Yeah, it's so far pulled back. This is the weekly, so I'm having an issue. Okay. So we came all the way back to touch the top of this wick here, right? Right when we broke down to come back to our 11.5 cents. This is exactly from February down to the SEC, okay? That's what this, oh no, I'm sorry, not February, SEC, C19. From here to bottom, okay? So we have come down, we broke under that. Now we've come back on top and boom, hit that support. So now the question is, do we come and test one more time to wick that at 29.30 cents? You know, about 30 cents? Or is this going to be a back test and of 35 cents to continue? We normally don't just go down and fire up out of places. That's not how that works. We can see here XLM, which is close to it. I know this is the KuCoin trade, so you're not getting full. Well, that's XMR. I'm sorry. I'm in XLM. Here we go. You see XLM, which is a friend of XRP's, right? They kind of move in tandem. It's back here, back testing the 1.5 on a retrace. So we're finding some support. And you can actually see here, our line here on this bottom, right there. We're sitting right where we need to sit. If this breaks and comes down, I feel like we'll be coming down to 7 cents. So that is a good 50%, 40% move to the downside, okay? This is what I'm looking for. I will send these out as they go. Maybe I'll update, and I'm not sure how we're going to do that. I got to create a little something here. But that's a big move to the downside if we get this in, right? From 1618 to here, to back test that area, that is a big move, and that is not something that we want to see. The question is, can we see that move in other places? We did have a positive move in GRT over the weekend. So let me go here to the 4-hour time frame, and then we're going to go to GRT. Okay. Now we had a couple moves here where I actually took advantage. This is a full move on another move here. So I'm going to delete this. GRT was the mover over the weekend. Boom. And we caught this trade. We caught this trade at 14 cents here. That back test, 14.5 cents. Rode that up to 20 cents yesterday. I did not short this, even though this is looking shortable because it, could have taken off. But short term on the 4-hour, we've done the full extension for me. High, low, lower, high. So now I can move this to the side. High, low, higher, low. And we can actually see that that's come right off the 1.414, right? So we're going to see, again, we got a little bit of movement here. Might have some better entries for some shorts. And that's what I will be looking for to do. So I will start today. I'll let you know tomorrow where I'm at. The term is $1 to $5. Doesn't matter what amount it is. I'm trying to make $1 equal $5 by the end of this week. So that's the goal. So some of these I'm looking at here. So this is GRT coming down again to the 1.414. It's also back testing the 2.414 here. So we're going to see how this reacts. We already had this right up. So can we get a back test of 15,279? I wouldn't mind that whatsoever, but you see the full back test is also 10 cents. So could this be a pump up for everything to go a little bit lower? So why do I say everything could go a little bit lower? This is why. Let's see if I can find, here it is. This is why. So this is a fractal I copied and paste. This is our ABC fractal. And so when you go and you match the fractal and ABC, you normally plays out the same way, has the same length same distance, not just technically the same length, okay? But when I have matched this, you can kind of see this is from the A wave to match the C wave here. You see we have actually come down directly here and here. Both exactly the same, okay? Come right here and right here. The difference is we had a little bit of a lower low, and we have not had that. Instead, we fired back up over the original baseline. That's what this was here. The original baseline before the ABC correction. And now we broke below it. So my king is that we normally go 5 to 10% at least below those when we break minimum. And here's the thing about this, guys. We have actually gone more than that. As you can see, this has gone 13%, but you're seeing most during these corrections go 15 to 20%. If we continue that movement, you see it right at 15%. Okay, so this is what we want to figure out. We're watching these charts to see if there will be a lower low. Is this going to be a Monday fake out? And here's the thing is normally Mondays, I don't like to trade on Mondays. You guys know me. For those who do know me, know I do not like to trade on Mondays because Mondays are very dangerous because it's a fake out day, kind of thinks you're going, and then Tuesday, everything normally goes the opposite direction. So we'll see because bear markets are hard to navigate. But we have broken out of this parabola here, and we've gone straight down. So even if I move this over now, you can kind of see this is where it is. So this is our test, right? We still have yet to hit the exact low here, right? And I don't know where that would line up on a different scale, but we have not come and headed back this way. So the question is that where we're in? We didn't see a lot of buy volume here. So I'm not quite sure what we will see there. Okay, so again, our goal is to turn $1 into $5 this week, and we need to watch the charts in general. One of the ones I'm really watching, I told you, is XLM. Again, because, let me see if I can get you. Okay, here's another confirmation. XLM can come down to my 0.5, which is 7 cents. And again, where was that at on another one? I know yep, here we go. So XLM on the weekly shows 7.3. Do you see that? This is a back test here. There's a big possibility. You got a big red volume candle right here. And this is the back test. So now when I come over here, I look at the 0.5. Look at what the 0.5 is of my move here that we have not back tested yet. I mean, we sort of did here, I guess. Came back. We have technically back tested this 0.5. Let me point that out. We technically have. We have not back tested, however, the 702. Yes, we broke up, we came down, but we did not go up and then straight down to it. So we have not back tested that. But I want to put on warning for you. Good morning, bullish on XRP. I want to put warning on you is that 7, look at that, 7.2 with 7.2. There's some confluence here. So this is why I'm being very careful. I'm looking possibly to short this thing down to 7 cents. I'm really looking for that. So we'll see. Last but not least here, let's dive into XRP to show you what I'm seeing here. I think we spoke about this already. Let's go ahead and give you some life here. Again, we were looking at 30 cents has not hit yet. Now this is the bounce and the come up, a high, low, higher high, you know. So a retrace here on the 4 hour. I've got 29.88. Again, we have not come down here. So since we have not come down here, I look at a couple things that will show us where can we go. Well, the 702 back test is not complete yet. That is 29 cents on that section. When we come over here, we look at this XRP chart. On the weekly, we're seeing the same thing on the weekly, possible 29 to 26, maybe even a wick down to 26 on the weekly. On my live chart here, let's see, what is, oh, that's the hourly. This is the live chart, right? So I can go wherever I want. I'm gonna go to daily. Here's our daily, okay, our daily section, the 0.236, right here on another measure. So I have a lot of confluence. We did come and touch the top, but we have not come down here yet. I feel like this is where it ends. So I am still not like, let's go bullish. Not yet. Not yet. And even when I look at Ethereum, right? Ethereum still broke down. We have not had a huge V bounce out of there yet. But look, there's all this space in here. Could we come back down and touch? So do we come back down and make sure that 1700 is good? And if we do, that would bring everything else down. And what do I mean by everything else down? Well, if ETH is moving, that means Bitcoin is moving, right? So we already know based on, if I can show you real quick. Look at that. That's just a whole bunch of maybe not, maybe go. Let's see what happens. That's not the chart I am looking for. Now here's the question. Can I find the chart I'm looking for? I was so perfectly set up. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, doesn't that look scary? Look, this is me looking at Bitcoin from literally all different angles consistently. See this rolling over 5 to 10% drop below. This is telling us it's pushing down. I am consistently looking for, are you freezing? Or are you just the same chart? Okay, you're just the same chart. One more try. Look at it. Trying, things are trying to move up as we discuss this. See here, there's XRP trying to hold above the 702, but we have yet to back test. We fired off of that, back tested the 702. But does this technically qualify as a back test? We'll see. Where are you at? See, the weekly support's also under 30,000, right? So we're under, and I'm looking to back test this S1 at 26,000. This is literally what I'm looking at. I think when we back test this, right, as a back test, I think that was what will bring everything else down, because everything does what? Everything follows the crypto. Now, I can't find the big chart that I just had, but the head and shoulders pattern that was on there, maybe I'll just switch it and, oh, here we go. How did I get lucky like that? So here's the last thing I want to talk about to show you. This head and shoulders pattern here, okay, boop, boop, doop, 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 that I measured, and I forgot I had this chart. Said, man, if this breaks, right, we would go down to here, and this is weekly. And it took a while. But what you do is you take the head and you measure the head to the neckline. Then you take that and you go where it breaks, and you get a good idea. And where does that show us, guys? Straight to the S1, straight to 26,000. Reality, it's really, yeah, it came a little lower with that huge red candle. And since we don't have a green candle, it's only Monday, we need to get some reversal power going. Until then, this is going to back test. And I think that back test, what did we say? Right here, to 26,283. That is what I will be looking for. And then we'll go off and run from there. So I hope you guys are having a good day so far. I hope your morning's going well. These are the things that we're looking for. Like I said, that head and shoulders pattern played out perfectly. So now we're looking for a back test, secure the breakout, and then go. Again, the goal is to turn $1 into $5 this week. If you want to be updated on what's going on, come to the New Creation Cronies group. In there, I will just let you know where the process of that is. If you want some calls or signals and things like that, you can reach out to me directly, DM me directly in the Telegram group, and we can talk about what it takes for you to get inside the signals group that we sit there and we discuss strictly trading. Besides that, guys, what are your thoughts on the market this week? We are in some interesting times, I say. Let me go ahead and go to, there we go. We are in some interesting times, but if you're patient, this is going to pay out for you. This is going to pay out for you. A lot of people lost a lot of money last week. The richest people in the world lost $500 million was lost by Mike Novogratz last week, right? So you are not the only one feeling it right now. Everybody took a hit. The question is not can you take a hit, but the question is how do you react to that hit? When you're down, do you get back up? Do you have the principles of trading, or were you gambling? Are you sticking to what you know, or are you trying something different because you're scared to follow your own facts? Does that make sense? If you're good at TA, stick to what you see. Don't overcomplicate it. Just like me, I stick to what I see. Now we're looking at volumes, looking for a reversal. The trend is what? Bearish until anything else tells us different. We are in a downtrend until anything tells us different. And as long as we see these, red candle, yeah, we had a red candle, then it kind of, it worked its way down here and stayed in this area, very similar. So question is, do we come down and we stay in this area for a little bit, then go? Have patience. It's capitulation. They're going to try to get some people, so look for some squeezes. Okay? All right. I'm your boy, Christian Israel. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the section long, some short. Some, again, we're here every single day, live, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Then we upload these later on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Google Play, any place you can find a podcast. On Spotify, you can actually watch this too. So thank you guys for tuning in so much. The goal is 10 likes. Make sure you like, subscribe, do the social media thing. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. I will talk to you soon. Let's go ahead and hit that outro. Let's get it. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Bullish on XRP, I'm glad to see you're here, man. You know what's really hard for a lot of people? A lot of people, it's really hard, and I'm going to be honest with you. It's really hard for a lot of people in a bear market to be here. A lot of people in a bear market, it's hard for people to be here. What do I mean by that? Well, who wants to talk money when the markets keep going down? People only like to talk when the markets are going up. And I think that's a mistake. When the markets are going down, this is when you can make money. This is when you can make your money. I'm actually going to open a small short right now. Very small short. Super small. Right now. And I'm going to try to ride XLM down, just to see if this is a place that we really want to be. I see it. We're going to see if we can ride this down. I'm going to ride this down to 8 cents. Okay. And if that breaks, I'll start to short other stuff. But that's a low risk. I'm putting my stop loss. I'm going to put our stop loss up here. Let's see what I can do, because that's on the weekly, so I better be careful. Let's see here. And then we'll move on to our next topic. Do some quick things on the forum. Yep. Stop loss. Yeah, 15.5 works. Well, in reality, if this goes here, then this is taken off. So the break of this is just going to be I need some space there. How much risk do I want to take? Confirm. We're going to go just above the 1-to-1 here at 2.5 in this area. So we're going to stop loss. If this breaks here, right, for immediately, then we'll come back down and then take the long. So that means this will reverse and at least head towards this direction up here to 17 cents. So right now we're under this, we're at resistance, so we have to kind of short this area. This is a resistance area trying to break, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, well, that's enough of that talk. Let's see here. Do we want to move on into where am I at? Into, how do you say? Into I guess, yeah. Mondays are tough for me. I'm going to be honest with you. Mondays are just tough for me. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go on to the daily topics. We're going to fade to black and get that going. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Today is Monday, May 16th, and I'm your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned in to Christ and Crypto in the Morning. This is the second section, if you're watching this later, called the Daily Topics, and boy, do we have one for you. Today, guys, we're going to discuss Sam Bankman-Fried, or Fried, how you want to say it, the CEO of FTX. He says Bitcoin has no future. And he's going to discuss why. We're also going to discuss the IMF lifts the weights of the Chinese yuan and the US dollar in the SDR basket. We're also going to talk about a DeFi thread by talking about the consequences of last week with Terra Luna based on the rest of projects. And then where those projects that were on Terra Luna, where are they going to go? Are they going to migrate to another direction? We're going to see. We're going to talk about that today. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Make sure you do the social media thing, like, subscribe, follow me, whatever. All that stuff. I hate the self-promotion aspect of it, but it's part of social media. So if you want to help the channel out, I truly appreciate you guys. There's no sponsors here except you who come and choose to watch it. Of course, you got Twitter, TikTok, and all the other things. All right, so without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump on to the show. And I'm going to fade this over, and we're going to get big screen, and bang. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let me take a drink of coffee. Okay. So, right off the jump, this is Markets Insider. It launched 2 hours ago. It dropped, and I said, yeah, we're going to talk about this. FTX boss Sam Bankman-Fried believes Bitcoin has no future as a payments network. Why? Because it's a proof-of-work system. And proof of work means it cannot scale up. That's what they say. Proof of work means it cannot scale up. It's not a ban on Bitcoin. You think they'll be mad at him now? There were all the Bitcoin maxis who are mad at Brad Garlinghouse and Joel Katz. Right? Because they hate Bitcoin. Well, here's a guy who's made his wealth in crypto, who runs the best exchange in America. Right? Their name is on an arena in Miami. It used to be American Airlines Arena. Now it's FTX. They run Miami. And he is telling you right now, Miami, Bitcoin City, Bitcoin won't work. It has no future as a payments network. As a payments network. There's the key. As a payments network. Because its proof of work system means it can't scale up. He says here, that was in an interview, a Financial Times interview on Monday. And let's see here. Believe Bitcoin still has a future. I don't think I need to go into a bunch of stuff there because we know what that means. Proof of work, the mathematic algorithm using mining will not work as a payment scale. It's not fast enough. It's not quick enough. Same thing, right? It's not cheap enough. It's just not scalable. There are multiple other ones. Dogecoin is a better payment network than Bitcoin. And I'm not even a Dogecoin person. Mainly, why? Because you can't use something that has 21 million. Yeah, it goes all the way to Satoshis, right? That's it. One, I don't think that's enough. Okay? Unless there are, the people in Bitcoin that own Bitcoin will be the new rich folks looking down on other people. It won't change, right? And that's going to do with a lot of systems. But if you're going to be in a payment system, I suggest you get in a correct payment system. And what could be a correct payment system? Well, guys, that can be anything from XRP, XLM, Dogecoin. Shiba Inu is better, right? Anything that's quick, fast, and in a hurry, okay? So that's what we want to talk about there. It's not going to be too long on this. I don't need to go much into this. Just do your research. Bitcoin's a great store of value for those who bought Bitcoin in 2017. If you bought Bitcoin in 2017, you're in a great place. If you wait long enough, we'll be right back to where we were in 2017, and you will get a chance to make some money. Just be patient. Just be patient. Speaking of being patient, I have been waiting for these things to happen for the longest time. And this is this was Saturday. IMF lifts weighting of dollar, Chinese yuan, and SDR basket. Now, we haven't talked about these in a while. And this is an article we're going to go into just a little bit more than we did the other one. And it says here, the International Monetary Fund said on Saturday, it has increased the weighting of the US dollar and Chinese yuan. Both of those. Remember, we've been talking about a dual system. right? Two different payment networks, two different superpowers, two different world currencies ran differently. One ran by the IMF, right? Well, they're all going to be run by the IMF, but you're going to have two different sides, China and the US. I spoke about this plenty of times. And I can't wait. I'm going to have to go back and look through videos and play these and clip these together and show you what I see and that we are on our way. So this is the first time since the yuan, also known as the renminbi, joined the basket of currencies in 2016. Okay, so it just happened. And we talked about that as well in 2020 about this. So here's the important part. The IMF raised the U.S. currency weighing from 43.38, right? U.S. currency's weighting to 43%. So now it used to be 41%, now it's 43%. And when yuan used to be 10%, it's now 12%. Well, I know it's a little closer. Let's be more specific. It used to be 41.73% for the U.S., and now it's 43.38%. The yuan used to be 10.92%, and now the yuan's weighted at 12.28%. Now, those went up, so what declined? Well, the euro declined, going from 30.93% down to 29.31%. This is what we saw. And the Japanese yen also fell from 8.33% to 7.59%, followed by, of course, the British pound from 8% down to 7.44%. Now, why did they do this? They say here, directors concurred that neither the COVID-19 pandemic nor advances in fintech have made any major impact on the relative roles of currencies in the SDR basket so far. So far. So why would they say that? Fintechs. That's just a weird thing to talk about. So now this is right. So they re-weighted. I'm trying to get that out. Re-weighted, right? The stuff. Moving the dollar have more power. Chinese yuan has more power. But then at the bottom here, why do they say fintech have major? Let's try it. Directors concur that neither C19 nor advances in fintech have had any major role on the relative impact of currencies in SDR basket so far. Like, why would they say that? That to me doesn't make any sense. They're hinting to you. Yet, here it comes, just not yet. Here it comes, just not yet. What do you think about that? Comment below. All right, let's get into the thread here. This is a thread by DeFi Made Here. DeFi_made_here. Thank you for this thread. It's a little long. I'm going to try to take about 5 minutes and get through this as fast as I can. Mainly because I don't want to spend 5 hours on this thread. But it's a good thread. And it's called The Consequences Outside of Terra After the Luna Collapse. Now, this is one thing I've started doing is looking at threads across the board to get a good idea. Okay? So here we go. We're just going to read it. It says, there were a lot of words spoken about UST, Luna, and Terra collapse, but can we evaluate the total damage to the DeFi space? Let's see. Now, this is really technical, and we're going to do our best to explain this. I'll just read it. There's a lot shown here. It's also in another language. He's trading in another language on these screenshots, so I'm not sure. I'll just tell you what it means. Okay, so number 2, besides the complete wipeout of an approximately $50 billion chain, a lot of protocols outside of Terra were affected as well. First of all, people started removing their money from a risky asset, which caused temporary or complete depeg of heavy imbalances in the liquidity pools of most of the algo-pegged tokens. Here's ETH showing the ETH slippage, showing the exchange rate, showing the movement here. He also shows CRV. He also shows TOOM, doing the same thing. We got 3 different type of coins that are pegged, right? Pegged tokens, all had issues. So not just Lunaterra, other people had issues. We all saw this. They sold like 80,000 Bitcoin at the same time, which pushed the market down even more. Okay. Then fixed Forex stablecoins also had some issues. People even started selling USDT. All of those stablecoins had issues, and he says, and many others. But this was investors' decision to abandon these projects. You can't really blame anyone. Unfortunately, there were many projects which suffered huge losses during the Terra collapse due to other factors. Another one was Venus Protocol, suffered a $13.5 billion loss because Chainlink Oracle stopped updating the price of Luna below 1 penny, while the market price was below 10 cents, while the market price was a penny. This allowed users to lend Luna and borrow against it 10x more assets than possible under normal conditions. And then here's a little thing by Venus kind of backing that up. That's crazy. Oh boy, that hurt the company. The same issue happened to Blizzard Finance on Avalanche. According to DeFi Llama, TVL in the protocol went from approximately 10 million to 0. Wow. Says the protocol has been drained before we could pause due to our time clock. Chainlink paused the Luna Oracle, allowed several attackers to deposit millions of Luna, which is still worth 10 cents that is insane. Number 12. Grow Protocol was exposed to UST. In one of their farming strategies, team was continuously monitoring the situation but failed to take necessary actions to prevent huge losses. And you can see here, again, Curve Protocol, UDC, all that. Very high, oh man, that stinks. They have fallen into the trap of over-reliance on the size of Terra, reputable funds behind, and others. And you can see here, they said they wanted to go, okay, Terra will be around for a while. Since Terra will be around for a while, we'll be around for a while, right? And so based on that, they went ahead and put their truck up onto them. And so all these projects that fell when Terra fell, this is what's happening. And didn't know what is this protocol, but they have lost all the TVSL. So this is Mushroom Finance. They also lost out. Here, it says a lot of lending protocols acquired a little to huge bad debt due to extreme market volatility and chain congestion. But there is one protocol which did the worst possible thing to themselves and their investors. Kava platform hard-coded UST to $1. Users were able to mint USDX native stablecoin from the Kava chain against UST at 99% LTV without risk of liquidation. After that, USDX was sold for other assets on the Kava swap. Man. I like the Kava platform, this person says. I think this is a promising US-based project within the Cosmos ecosystems with IBC transfers implemented. But they have made horrible mistakes. Own protocol and own stablecoin already have risk involved. Why would you put on top half of that risk associated with other stablecoins from another chain? Of course, USDX lost the peg as it was minted against 0 value UST and dumped on the market right away. Zoom. So when all that dumped, the USDX dumped. It took several days for the team to change UST hard peg to Oracle price, which was also much higher than market price, so people were still arbing, but with less profit. And then to restrict minting USDX against UST. Protocol had lost 300 million in TVL, or approximately 50% in a few days, in addition to USDX collapse and restore investors' faith. And we see this here, high, low, higher, low, dump. Probably, this is one of the worst weeks in crypto history so far. I agree. I have not seen anything. C-19 was bad, but it happened in, 72 hours and it was over. You went to bed, crazy, gone. See, the world shut down. But this was attack on crypto. It says, and a lot of people are accountable for that besides Do Kwon and the team. A lot of crypto influencers were promoting Terra heavily and building their wealth and audience around it. I agree. I don't want to call their names. Everyone knows them, but people will actually forget them. Okay, so this is what he said. Bitcoin plugs it in. I see now. And then Terra Luna is plugged into itself with Bitcoin trying to charge off Terra Luna. So he kind of said, I don't like this, but he got a lot of hate from it when he put this in there. And he says, this week gave us a lesson that there are even more risk involved in DeFi and might be indirectly affected by events happening on other protocols. If you like this thread, I would love it if you could share it by retweeting the first tweet. Thank you and stay safe. What do you guys think about that thread? That's an intense thread, and he nailed it. I think he absolutely nailed it. He was right. I'm going to give him a follow after that thread. Got to give him a follow after that. Good thread by him, even if you are into all those. Made some sense talking about some other projects, so we appreciate you for that. Last but not least, let's go through one more thread. And this is more, I don't know anything about these guys, these projects at all. These projects right now that they're getting ready to go through, not a fan because I don't know them. But it says, so far, here are a list of Terra NFT projects, dapps, and where they are planning to migrate to. If you know more, feel free to add them below. And this is javincicrypto.ust at javinci_. So thank you for this, brother. If you get a chance, go look at these. He goes to Team Cujo, go into the Cosmos chain app. You got Stone Ducks Lifestyle Club going to Ethereum. You got Hellcats NFT going to Solana. You got Hero NFT going to Solana. You got Smoked_ape going to Solana. Genesis Wolf NT going to Solana. Lunar Flip going to Polygon. Anything else? Let's see. Anything else in here? Yeah. Okay. So that's so far. You know, and what I can't wait for, to be honest, is when all these projects begin to migrate over to, you know it, the one that we call ZXRP. Because that's where it comes. Things are coming on the XRP ledger, I think July or something like that. They're coming in. And so we will see how that plays out. In the meantime, guys, that's the end of this section. I think we're pretty much done here. What do you think about this? FTX boss? Bitcoin has no future. The dollar baskets, Chinese yuan, waiting, SDR baskets, switching and changing. Thank you to the DeFi list here and about the consequences that it's breakout. And then where those projects are going. This is pretty much an update there. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. This is your boy Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ in Crypto in the Morning. This right here, though, guys, was our daily section topic. So please comment below, engage with us, do the social media thing. You know what it is. This is your boy Christian Israel. We're going to go to black and fade out and get up out of here and move on to the next section. Shall we? Let's fade to black. What is going on, everybody? We are back. We are back. We are back. What is going on in these charts? Let me take a look real quick. I see we got a few down moves here. We got a hood going up. Did I long anything this morning on accident? Let's see here. I'm going to go check. See if we got a long. I got one long here, and I want to see if that just burned through the floor. Yes, it did, and might get out of it soon because I actually sent it out, and I did not mean to send it out. And then I can't change it and cancel it. So where are we at? Right here. 107. Not bad. I'm only down 1% right now. And I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it right here. At 105.93 if it gets there. So let me go ahead and make my alert for that. Create. So I can cut it. And if it goes down that, but we see here though, there's a good thing. What was the other one? Got a couple sent out this morning. Yeah, hood short. And then WFC. It's Wells Fargo. Where you at, buddy? There you are. Boom. There's Wells Fargo. Playing out well so far. And then I guess I did. Was that BlackRock? Did I send that out? I actually sent that out. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay, let's see here. Where are you at, the BlackRock? I need to get my symbols right. Boom. All right. And so we're on the opposite side of this one. We entered here. That's our stop loss down here. So we'll let that play out and see as well. If that's on the 5 minute, let's go on the daily. Yep. And so if that breaks back below here, 158, we'll get out of there. Okay. So how are we doing on that XLM short? Our XLM short, we entered at 15.25. So let me go ahead and show you. Did I say 15? 13.7. Sorry. It's like, I got into 15? How did I get into 15? 13.7, like right there. Stop loss right here. That's just what I read off as my stop loss. And our take profit, I don't know why that keeps going to 1 cent, but our take profit is right there. So that's what we're looking at. I'm gonna allow that, I'm gonna try to allow this to play out a little bit. There we go. Allow that to play out and see. Again, I got some red value here before I dump into some other stuff and go from there. This is a small trade. I don't like trading on Mondays again, but this is kind of why we are here. So without further ado, guys, let me go. Dang, Disney's already crossing that. I just labeled that area on Disney, did I not? Let's see. Disney. 570. That was quick. Did that just dump hard? Let's see. Yes, it did. I'm looking real quick. Look at that. Right. I put the thing there and it went straight there on the. Well, that's easy. That will make me get out of this one quick. We're gonna go ahead and get out of this because Disney is not where it's at. Thought Disney would have a bounce here. What's my? I mean, this is where I want to get out. 105.30. So yeah, I'm gonna get out now. So we're gonna close this, and then I'm gonna go on to the scripture section. We're gonna go 105.70. We're gonna close. Rolling over. Closing. Close. Over. Close. Yeah, we're going to get out of Disney. I'm not even liking the long. I didn't mean to hit the long there. So I'm not going to let that play out. We're going to let the other ones go. So if this is where you get off, I appreciate you. We're going to roll over to our, what do we say? Our creation, new creation section where we're going to do our scriptures and then get up out of here. Okay. So let me go ahead and fade to black and then get it going. This is my favorite part of the podcast. Thanks for hanging out. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, then you are a new creation. Well, hello, everybody. So, how are you doing today? I forgot I should introduce myself. My name is Christian Israel, guys, and you are tuned into the New Creation Scripture section. This is the third section of our podcast in the morning of Christ and Crypto in the Morning, where we break down the market in threes. The first one, guys, is the break down the markets from a technical perspective, looking at charts and indicators. The second one is the daily topics, where we look at it from a news cycle perspective. And last but not least, and the most important of the Trinity, is looking at the markets and the world and yourself from a biblical perspective. So you come here for a little bit of 5-10 minute scripture of the day to end this show and to start your day. Hopefully it's a little pick me up for you. And what I want to talk to you about today is, we're talking about trying to turn $1 into $5 this week. That's it. $1 into $5. That's all you need to look at, whether it be 1,000 to 5,000, 1 million to 5 million, 1 penny to 5 cents, $1 to $5. In order to do that, we need to ask the Lord for guidance, and we need to ask the Lord for wisdom, and we need to ask the Lord for some kind of help making the correct decisions. And that's what brought me to Solomon. King Solomon, guys, if you don't know, wrote Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, right? Some of the Psalms. King Solomon was also a baby that we didn't think would be here, right? The mom of Solomon couldn't have children. And so when he had children, here comes Solomon. And I'm not going to go into much, but when Solomon became king, I guess, you know what? Let me read this to you. And then I don't have to go into the details. So let's see what the scriptures say. This is 1 Kings 3, okay? And this is called Solomon Asked for Wisdom. Verse 1. Solomon made an alliance with Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and married his daughter. He brought her into the city of David until he finished building his palace. And the temple of the Lord and the wall around Jerusalem, the people, however, were still sacrificing at the high places because a temple had not been yet built for the name of the Lord. Solomon showed his love for the Lord by walking according to the instructions given by his father David, except that he offered sacrifices and burned incense on high. Now I need to go back because I forgot. I had a brain fart there. Solomon mom is Bathsheba. David, King David, actually had an affair that had Bathsheba, committed murder of killing Bathsheba's husband and trying to cover it up. And now, through that, you have King Solomon. Okay, anyway. The king went to Gibeon to offer sacrifices, for that was the most important high place. Solomon offered 1,000 burnt offerings on that altar. At Gibeon, the Lord answered to Solomon during the night in a dream, and God said, ask for whatever you want me to give you. Now, let me stop right there. Solomon's having a dream, and God comes to him in a dream and says, whatever you want, Solomon, I will give you. Right now, the Lord asks you that consistently. What is your answer? He doesn't say how he's going to give it to you, but he's going to give you what you want despite what it may do to your life. Sometimes he says no, but if you ask enough, he'll say yes. And here's one of these things that I think I am in right now to remind myself of where I need to be, how I need to ask. And right, Solomon said, let's listen to the response. So God says, ask Solomon, whatever you want, I'll give you. Solomon answered, you have shown great kindness to your servant, my father David, because he was faithful to you and righteous and upright in his heart. You have continued this. Okay, pause. I just told you what happened with David, right? David, instead of going out to battle with his kingdom, he stayed behind. He saw a beautiful woman bathing on the next house over, naked, his commander's wife that he sent off to battle. Then he had Bathsheba come over to him. They lay together. They have sexual relations. They have sex. She gets pregnant. Then while she's pregnant, he invites her husband back there, gets him drunk, tries to send him drunk to his wife so he will lay with his wife, so it will cover up David's sexual immorality. However, the servant that served David, the soldier, was like, I'm not going to go spend time with my wife because my soldiers can't spend time with their wife. I'm going to lay here with you and sleep here on the floor. And then tomorrow you can send me off to battle. David, upset in this, trying to get away with his sin, then sends the commander off to battle the next day with a note that does not read, to send to the commander of the army that is in battle. The note says, please send this gentleman to the front of the line. So in the process of trying to cover up his sin and the pregnancy of Bathsheba, right? And not to mention he cheated on his own wife. To try to cover all this up, now he's going to do murder. So now he basically commits murder by assigning someone to the front of the line. And you know, the front of the line in the military time, specifically back then, they all died first. That's just what happened. You ran into, you died, you're at the front of the line, you're going to die. That's why the king is at the back. Well, this king in this time was back home, committing adultery. But here, Solomon answered, you show great kindness to my father. So despite David's sin, which we all have, God still keeps his promises. And he says here, you have continued the great kindness to him and have given him a son to sit on the throne this very day, which was a promise by God. Now, Lord my God, you have made your servant king in place of my father David, but I am only a little child and do not know how to carry my duties. Solomon was just a child in sense, but he meant in wisdom and mind. He had not experienced the world. I'm only a child. I serve you. I don't know anything. He understands when you come to the Lord, you need to come humble. You need to come understanding. He is all great. He is all powerful. You know nothing. There is no other world of things that you need to know that makes sense. All you need to know is God is all, in all, and is everywhere. And he is your creator, period. And he says this, your servant is here among the people you have chosen, a great people, too numerous to count or number. So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. For who is able to govern this great people of yours? So all the things that he could have asked for, he asked for wisdom and a discerning heart to guide the Lord's people. He didn't ask for power. He didn't ask for money. He didn't ask for health. He didn't ask for all. He asked for wisdom to guide the Lord's people. Wow. Maybe this guy is not such a child in understanding his duties, because he understands the Lord needs to guide him. In fact, he maybe is a child, because Jesus says, have faith like a child. Have faith like a child. The Lord was pleased that Solomon had asked for this. So God said to him, since you have asked for this, and not for long life or wealth for yourself, nor have you asked for the death of your enemies, but the discernment and administering justice, I will do what you have asked. I will give you a wise and discerning heart, so there will never be anyone like you, nor will there ever be. So God said, you know what? Wise. I will give that to you. I will make you so wise and such a discerning heart that no one will ever be able to compete with your knowledge, with your heart, with your wisdom. Which is why we have Ecclesiastes and the Psalms and the Proverbs, which we go by today. But here's the even better. The Lord says, moreover, I will give you what you have not asked for. Woo! You didn't ask for this, but now I'm going to give it to you. You didn't ask for wealth and you didn't ask for honor, but I'm going to give you both. You're going to have wealth, honor, wisdom, and a discerning heart, so that in your lifetime you will have no equal among kings. And if you walk in obedience to me and keep my decrees as commands, as David your father did, I will give you a long life. And Solomon awoke and he realized it had been a dream. In the end times, the Lord will come to you in dreams. Young men will see visions. The Lord speaks to us in dreams, clear as day there. He woke up, he realized it was a dream, but he knew it was real. He knew it was real. Faith, like a child. Ask the Lord what we should ask him. Wisdom, direction, guidance, grace, mercy, love. And he will give us everything that we can imagine and more. And this is proof right here. So today, Lord, I ask not just for me, but for the people that choose to listen to this, that we have wisdom. That you give us the wisdom, Lord, that we need to make it through the second, this minute, this hour, this day, whatever pain we have, whatever pressure we have. Lord, we ask that you guide us in that direction. We don't need all these other things. They're just chains binding our feet. Lord, you free us. You give us freedom. We are not slaves anymore because of you. So Lord, please give us wisdom, guide us, and allow us to love others as you have loved us. We pray this in your son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen. You guys have a wonderful day. This is your boy, Christian Israel. You are tuned into the New Creation Scripture section. Please make sure you like, subscribe. We'll catch you tomorrow. Let's fade to black and get out of here. This is my favorite part of the podcast. Thanks for hanging out. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, then you are a new creation. All right, guys. So far, so good. We are almost out of here. This is the end. And that trade right now, we're looking at a little 4% move. I did a little 5X there. Nothing crazy. little 1%. We'll see how that goes. We're going to watch the rest of the market today, guys, and see if we can make that, as you say, did Disney keep going? Yeah, Disney kept going. I knew it would. I knew it would. And BlackRock is also there, almost ready to break as well. BlackRock had a big breakdown. Did not expect that. So I will send that close out too. But we got some shorts open, some shorts, some longs working, some shorts working. So we'll see where that goes. Let me check the Dixie real quick. The Dixie is up. It got a little rejection, so hopefully we get something back today. Anyway, guys, that is the end here for me. My name is Christian Israel. Thank you so much, Bullish XRP, for hanging out with me today, and everybody else who stops by later. Please like, subscribe, do the social media thing. I will catch you guys tomorrow, and please remember these three things. God loves you. I love you. You are loved. Until next time, guys, God bless. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, you know, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.